All righty. Get my drink. Get to do a lot of talking. Let's see now. Setting up the chat.
Setting up the chat.
Turning the volume off on the phone. Hey Ronnie, how's it going? You guys opened up there yet? Sports Car Junkie, what's going on? All right. So guys, today, two things. Gonna open up this. I picked these up this morning. I had to go out and get some first aid supplies. My wife accidentally tore like half an. That's my neighbor messing around with his car. Guess he's bored. Actually, he hasn't run it in like a year, so he's out beating on it now. His Mustang. But anyway, I'm probably gonna close my window and cut down some of that noise. Won't cut it all down because it's like 500 horsepower, 600 horsepower Mustang. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I figured Columbus would be closed. Hey, hobbyist, how's it going? I'm good. So, like I said, I had to go out today and pick up medical supplies because my wife accidentally tore half of her toenail off of her pinky, and she's on blood thinner. So she wanted me to rip it all the way off, and I'm like, no, 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 you're gonna really bleed really bad, and it was already bleeding. So we controlled the bleeding and put some peroxide on it, some Neosporin, but I didn't have like medical tape. I had gauze, but I didn't have tape, so I ended up putting two band-aids to hold the gauze on. It didn't really work too good. It was a gauze pad. Um, and so I had to actually end up cutting a strip of boxing tape and using it temporarily. So today I went to the store and I got regular medical tape and redid her dressing on her toe, so now she's good to go. But while I was out, it was an excuse for me to pick this stuff up. So what you're looking at here is roughly 27 plus dollars. When you add in a couple of taxes. Um, so I figured this was 598, 598, 598, and the others were like 498, 498 on sale. Let's see. I had to buy a bunch of other stuff. Um, Cards 598, 598, 598, 498, and 498. Yeah, so that's what I paid. And I saw Alex over at Jay's Mix opened up some opening day, so I figured why not? He kind of did a challenge to me the other day. Excuse me. So why not open that up for him? But before we do that, let's get to the error binder real quick. Let's see, but I'm still buying. I just posted a new video. Okay. Hey guys. So Ronnie, so you used to be able to click on like out on the end on the far right hand side of everyone's comments. You used to be able to go to their channel and check, go sub their channel, whatever, check them out. Can't do that anymore. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, why they're making it harder and harder. But anyway, so guys, if you haven't already subscribed to Ronnie is he's a relatively new YouTuber, longtime baseball card guy, and he sells products, guys. So if you go to his channel, you might find links and all that good stuff to his store. And I've gone to he's also got a spot where he sets up at the Columbus Flea Market, and that's where I first met Ronnie. Um, buying stuff off of them, blaster boxes and stuff like that. And you can usually get them for a really good price because he gets them at a discounted price from like the Walmarts and stuff like that. So obviously then shipping comes into play, and I can't talk for Ronnie on all of that. I just kind of give him a little plug here real quick. Okay. Yeah, so certain guys, you guys got wrenches. Thanks, Hobbyist, for doing that. Um, and so let's get to the error binder real quick. So nothing new on this page. I just kind of moved this one over here to condense stuff. I moved this one to the front. We all know about the error here with the white box on the back of his foot here. Nothing new here. I added this other one yesterday. Nothing new there. Nothing new on those guys. No new Ripkins yet. I still didn't check into which one of these is wrong, which one is right. But, I still have these. Nothing new added to them. I still have these to check. So I added another Harold Baines, right? It's got the one with the line through. In case you guys don't know, all of these 90 Donruss, so the yellow ones with the All-Star on, the star, they're the All-Star card. And it's supposed to say All-Star Game Performances or something like that. Let me get a corrected one. But it's supposed to say All-Star Game, yeah. So they're supposed to say, like it says here, All-Star Game. I can get it up here, right? All-Star Game Performance. And the error ones will say right here, recent Major League Performance. So recent Major League Performance is the error because it's the All-Star card. They have an All-Star card, and then they have there's a base card for each of these guys. So I went through, and these I found, and these are all the error versions of those All-Stars. Bo Jackson so far, I haven't found any correct version. I've only found 5 error versions. So Will Clark is another one that's a little hard to find for some reason. But Bo Jackson right here, I don't have a correct version. I got 5 errors. That's it. Everyone else, I've got at least one of each. Cal Ripken is another hard one. And Wade Boggs is a tough one. I only got one Wade Boggs, and it's the correct version. So I don't know what the print runs were on those. Ozzie Smith is another one that's hard, and Kirby Puckett for some reason. All I have is the correct versions of those. Tony Gwynn, all I have is correct on Tony Gwynn's. Yeah, correct. And Ryan Sandberg, for some reason, all I have is correct. So certain guys, for some reason, I don't have the error versions. Now on this page here, let's talk about this Jack Morris. So I talked about the Jack Morris where you can see this one here. See that black line, right? It goes through the J in Jack, right? Well, it's not supposed to go through the J. It's supposed to be underneath it. So I found all of these. This is the only one, by the way, that is correct. If it'll focus, where that line does not, it goes underneath the top of the J, the top loop. All the rest, see, it goes right through the first tail of the J. So all of these, they're all errors. And I only found one correct one. So we'll just pop this in here now. I'll update that. Still haven't researched these Nolan Ryan ones with the reversed numbers on the back. What they're supposed to be. I don't know if they even put out a correct version. I got to do more research on that. And I think that's about it. I found 2 so far of the reverse negatives of these Juan Gonzalez, where he's batting left-handed. No new error cards on the Brock and Henderson record breakers. So yeah, there's nothing new added to the book. For those of you who weren't or didn't check out the last video, I did find another Mark Whitten, but the hand was inside the border, so no go. I found some more blue letters for this Keith Comstock, but no more white letters. This is a fairly new entry from like yesterday, so if those of you who didn't see it, I looked at it, I'm like, man, that's like some boogered up card and really off cut, really bad. And then I flipped it over and there's like nothing on the back. So it's just, you know, like a blank back card. You find them. No new Smoltz and Glavin cards. No new Johnson cards. And no new promo cards. These were added. I added like a lot the other day, but no new ones in the last 24 hours of card sorting. So that's that. Now let's get to, let me check the chat real quick, and then we'll get to ripping this box. All right, good. Thanks, guys, for subbing Ronnie up. Check him out. Check out his website, guys, and hit him up. Thanks, Hobbyist, for doing that. By the way, guys, like yesterday, right? I haven't even gone to bed yet. I've been up for like 24 hours straight. It must be all that Mountain Dew. I made it to 742 subscribers last night. I didn't go to bed. I spent the last couple hours up and past 3 a.m. on one of the other guys doing a live video, like a live chat and stuff like that. And by the end of like a couple hours of this guy's stream, I checked my thing and it dropped like 5 or 6 subscribers. It's ridiculous. Like, what the hell? I just picked up 7 and I dropped 6. It's like, YouTube, you're killing me. So anyway, let's get to this. I don't know what their algorithms, what's going on with that. You know, I've been picking up subscribers and then they just either unsubscribe right away or whatever. I don't know. But it just that's getting a little frustrating for me now. Trying to grow my channel, and I want to be able to go to the flea market when it opens up, Ronnie, again, and do some live stuff. So the bottom of the box is what needs to be opened, and of course it's super glued shut. Scissors, my fortune, my kingdom for scissors. So here we go. All right, so let's dig into this. There's Jeff Airtime. Now, Jeff, there's a new guy in the channel, and the hobbyist put his link down there in the chat. Ronnie, he's over at Sports Card Junkie, and he has a booth up at Columbus, someplace where you and I are probably going to go hit up whenever we get out of this virus. I won't say the C word because I say it all the time, and maybe that's why someone over at YouTube is messing with me. I don't know. But anyway, so let's see. Well, there's no thick cards, so I guess that's spoiler there. At least there's no medallions, right? I don't even know what comes in this. I just copying off other people's things, and they say, oh, well, there's no thick cards, no medallions. So here we go. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time looking at people. Just looking for like the big names. That's it. And oh, well, there you go. Ohtani. I like Ohtani. He's a good guy, right? Good one to have. Let's see. Who's this? Gene Segura, really? Lester. I really love these landscape cards. I'm just being facetious. See a little shininess in the pack here. That's good. Alcantara. Grichuk. Sean Doolittle. That's an intense guy right there, man. He is intense. He's fired up always. Oh, let's do this. Carter Keyboom. George banging on my trash can. They don't have a trash can, Springer. Whoa! Carrot Top, Big Red, whatever. Dustin May, rookie card, might be a good one, right? Sonny Gray. Kevin Biggio, nice. So what, it's not his rookie year? Last year was his rookie, I guess, for Biggio? I don't know. Moustakis, Ozzy Albies. I'd say he's one of the big names. Love me some DJ LeMahieu. Hope he has a year just like last year. Whenever we get back to baseball, if we ever get back. Michael Conforto, Walker Bueller, another top pitcher. Josh Bell. Who's this guy? Vogelsbach. All right, we got a couple more weekends. Buster Posey, Elvis Andrus. Almost dropped Elvis. Elvis would have left the building for sure with a dented corner. All right, so here we go. What do we got? We got a shiny foil March 26, 2020. Must have been his debut for Mike Yastrzemski. Card is not numbered. It's just date stamped, but he's a good ball player too. And then we've got wasted cards on stadiums. Whatever. Who's this? We got Spring Has Sprung with Vladdy Jr. Okay. And that's it. Spring Has Sprung number 11 with Vladdy Jr. And we got a Brewers, Bernie the Brewer mascot. And that's it. Not a whole bunch of excitement, but then again, I don't get excited when it comes to, cards. I'm not going to dance and scream and hop around the joint, but definitely a nice one here. Quick review, Ozzy Albies. We got a Gavin Biggio, which I have to admit, I don't have many. I have more Vladdies that I picked up at the flea markets than, all these other guys combined. Bueller, got a couple Buellers. This is like my first or second Dustin May card, so that's pretty cool. A handful of Otanis maybe. My first Brewer mascot card too. But anyway, love me some Otani, that's for sure. And that is it for that. Oh, let's see. Who should I? I got one sleeve left. I'm going to put Yastrzemski in here. I know it's not his rookie card or anything like that, but he's a nice foil card, and we want to preserve the foil cards and make sure they don't get all scratched up and stuff like that. That's it, guys. Appreciate everyone for swinging by, stopping in, saying hey. You guys want to chit chat? The Gary V brand. Okay. Thanks for the subs, guys. Don't forget to go check out Sports Card Junkie, guys. Relatively new YouTuber, but I know him from flea markets that I go to. He has a booth and he sells on eBay store, I believe. Good guy, and he'll probably hook you up with some nice cards with good prices. I know I've had success with him getting good prices, really great cards off of him. So thanks, Waxman, for subbing guys up, helping each other out, grow our channels, guys. Right? I don't know if you've noticed it. I talked with Mike over at Baseball Collector, and he said the same thing. He noticed that subscriptions are down and even falling off for whatever reason. Berlin, yes. There's two guys there that sell, three guys there that sell on a regular basis. Mostly new stuff. Well, the one guy sells some older vintage stuff, but one guy sells like all new stuff. Yeah, I mean, I bought stuff off there. I bought a complete '89 upper deck set. Um, he said he ripped the wrapper off to make sure whatever that it was complete or whatever. I don't know. Um, but it did have the Griffey Junior card in it, and I paid $20 for the complete factory set. So you know, singly I've paid $35 for within the last couple of years for the Griffey Junior on just raw card at card shows and stuff like that. So to get a complete set for like 25 bucks, somewhere around there, was a good deal. You know what? While I got everyone waiting around, these things have been staring at me and staring at me. Let's rip a couple of these. Why not? These 90 Bowman. Not sure whose rookies are in these, but what the heck? I'm sure it's not a very, 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 very good year, but you can buy these on eBay for, I don't know, $20 a box maybe. So I got them as part of that last bulk purchase I made. It was all included with 32,000 bulk cards, 5 boxes of Bowman Jumbo rack or Bowman rack packs, and 2 of those rack pack boxes were the 89 Bowman, 3 were 90 Bowman, 3 complete factory sets of 89 Bowman, 2 complete factory sets of, all sealed by the way, of 90 upper deck for 150 bucks. So I figured, what the heck, pull the trigger on it, do the deal, and get her done. All right, so off the top of your head, anyone know who we should be looking in here? We looking for that guy? I don't know. These are 90 Bowmans. $19.90 Bowmans. I didn't do any research into who we're supposed to be looking for in here, but Frank Thomas. There you go. So here we go. Frank Thomas. Right, well, we got Biggio, Strawberry, Sosa. Yeah. Checklists. Kevin Nomas. All right. Looks like the first rack is done. We got Ozzie Smith, though, the Wizard of Oz. Kirby Puckett. John Kruk. Yeah, so at Berlin Mart, there's 3 guys that sell, and like the one guy, like you just bundle with them. Like I got like 5, Vladdy Jr., 5 or 6 Vladdy Jr. cards off of him. Rookie cards, really cheap. And then he had a bunch of Pete Alonsos. I didn't take a lot of money with me to the flea market. So I didn't buy all the Alonsos because it's like one of the first guys I saw when I went in. Well, that was kind of whatever for those. We did pull 3 Hall of Famers and a Sammy Sosa. Not particularly great, but not bad. We didn't get the Frank Thomas, but that happens. If every pack was a winner, they'd all be useless. They'd all be common. They'd all be commonplace. So, all right, give me a drink here. Check out the chat again. Cool. Good to know. Yes. But unfortunately, like Ronnie said, they're shut down, and that totally makes sense. Um, to be honest, I don't miss baseball. I hardly ever watch baseball games anyway. The only time I'll sit and watch baseball is when the playoffs come around. That's it. Um, so my friends at work who are like diehard um, Red Sox fans and Philadelphia Phillies fans say I'm not a real baseball guy. I am. I just don't worry about it until the playoff time comes around because that's when all the games matter. You know. All right, my neighbor. My neighbor stopped making noise with his car, so I can open my window again. And I really, guys, I have nothing else for you unless you guys have any questions whatsoever. I do notice all my neighbors are out, not practicing social distancing and isolation. Do they smell like the 90s? I don't know. I just put them in a box with a bunch of cards from someone's basement. They smell like fresh cardboard for sure. Not musty, not, really good. But as you guys can see, I'm always sorting, sorting, sorting cards. And I already explained how my system goes. I set them up by score, upper deck, tops, Donruss, Fleer, blah, 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 and go to town that way. I do pull out all the Hall of Famers, all the Hall of Famers, fan favorites. People still like Sammy. And then they'll get separated into their own boxes for later collation, see how many, different, Mark McGwire cards I have, or how many different Kirby Puckett cards I have. Quite a few. But then there are instances where I pulled 200, 1984 Harold Baines cards out of one box. Just a whole big stack of them just sitting in there. 200. I'm like, wow, okay, cool. But it's all the same card. It's not that different. So, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I don't care if they play or not. I mean, for the players, they obviously they want to get paid, so a lot of them want to play. Then the seasoned guys, they want to be healthy and take care of their families and make sure that they're not isolated. Um, I made a lengthy comment on somewhere. I forget. I saw people were talking about it and how the players were concerned. Might have been on the MLB Network or something like that, where they some of the other guys voiced their concerns about um, being away from their kids for like 4 months and stuff like that. Their 4-month-old kid for whatever, they're little kids, and these are their formative years and stuff like that. And I just had this, I got a little upset because um, I'm a former military guy, and the guys in the military, guys and gals, they leave their families for sometimes over 12 months at a time. Sometimes they never even get to come home and see their children again. So for these athletes that get paid all this money, and I understand not all of them get paid money, but they get paid once they're out of um, um, their initial 6-year contract with the major league clubs, that they start making a little bit of bank. Especially the big name guys. Um, but they're certainly not making minimum wage once they leave the minor leagues. Because once you get on the 40-man roster, I think the minimum wage is like $500K, the minimum salary, per year. So, they are making decent money. I came across this whole string of cards in a box. This whole string of cards right here. And this is like a 900 count box. So I'm like, oh, check this out. And every one of them is one of these gold cards. Not that one, that's the wrong year. But so I'm going to see if I can put together a set of these with just out of these gold insert cards. What is it, one per pack? So someone had a lot of packs that they opened up. This is those are 93s, these are 92s. Right? 92 goes in the tops box. So I'm going to see if I can put together. I think I already have a complete set of these. The difference is on these, you'll notice some have the word winter printed here, and this one doesn't. This is the first production run. When they ran out of these, because these were mail-ins, you could mail in and get 10 cards for every one of those little game pieces you rubbed off, and you got like 3 winners or whatever you had to do, score a run without making an out. You get you could send away and they give you like 10 or whatever. I forget how many you get. Well, I sent in a ton of them, and they ran out. It wasn't just because of me, but obviously a lot of other people were doing it. So now the second generation, or the second printing, they put the word winner on there. So now you know the difference between the first print run and the second print run of those cards from 92 tops gold. These are 93 tops gold. So I'm going to check them out. And of course, as I find more, I'll be throwing them up there. I don't know, some of you guys may have not have seen this. I got this laying around. I'm not too much into basketball and all that stuff anymore, but I got this. I think it came in the box lot that I won on an auction. The basketball pins, like you pin them on your hat or whatever. And you got David Robinson. Looks like help me out here, guys. Is that Shaq? It says Magic, so that's Shaq. That's Penny. This is Akeem Olajuwon, right? Can't miss Charles Barkley's big fat head. Pistons. Don't know who this guy is. I can't think of his name. Patrick Ewing. Well, we can't miss the Mr. Racerhead here. Scottie Pippen. Someone for the Celtics, maybe. Not Bird. Here's Stockton and Malone. And I don't know, whoever was here was probably for the Celtics. Maybe Larry Birds are missing. And it looks like this one broke off because the thing's there. The head broke off. That was big fat head Charles Barkley. And for David Robinson, they gave you an extra David Robinson up here on the top as a little advertisement. I got this in an auction thing, I guess. It was in the box lot. So I thought it was pretty cool. It's got a little stand-up thing on the back if you wanted to display it, I guess. Hasn't been popped out all the way, so I'll not be the guy popping it out just like that. Some cool, just some Nitnoid stuff that, like, I went to an auction for the first time last year, almost a year ago now. Montrose, you think it is? I don't know. Could be. Did he play for Boston? Not Bird or Parrish or any of those other guys. Like I said, I don't do the other sports anymore, but this is just like, I don't know. Have you guys ever seen this thing before? I've never seen it. Apparently, if you put batteries in it, it's some kind of silly game. So here's a timer for the clock, shot clock, and you put batteries back here, and you push down on the referee. It says push down, and he's supposed to, I guess, jump up and jam the ball. I have no idea. I have no idea what this was. Oh, no, must have played sound like he shoots, he scores. Ball game's over. I don't know. That came in a box lot too. Just some useless, nonsensical stuff. So let me ask you guys this: who all tuned into The Past Is Alive last night to watch his little baseball game he was playing with Joe over at Joe's Card Corral? Joe came over. They played this little baseball game. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Jeff, I went to that auction was up near my mom and my in-laws' house up near Nazareth, PA. And the guy Dada's auction, he has it like 3 times a year. Sports memorabilia. He had over 300 lots. Some awesome stuff. I mean, stuff that I had never seen before, and stuff was really. I thought this is just a little bush league auction place, like who goes here, right? I'm thinking I'm gonna have the run of the place. I'm gonna walk out here with so much stuff, right? And I had my limit, I think, was like $1,000. Well, I ended up spending under 300, right around 300. I won 8 lots, but was getting crushed on a lot of stuff because, like, single pack, like 15 card unopened packs of Desert Shield cards, Desert Storm. We're going anywhere from $150 to $300, depending on, the guys were just bidding, like crazy on these things. And I remember, years ago, I bought 1 pack, and I paid like $30 for it, and I thought that was a lot. But these guys, like these guys came from all over: New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. I think, like, they all just migrated. They drove hours to get there for these auctions, and it was ridiculous. I got blown out of the water. My first auction, though. Hey, 4K Sports Cards, how's it going? Yeah, they had tons of stuff. Plus, they had coins that they were selling too. They're auctioning off coins in the next room, right after the card, because some guys do cards and coins. So right after the card auction, the guy left. I didn't stay for the end. Once I realized that I was out of my league with these, but they didn't look like, they weren't there in ties and suits. They were just there dressed like me. I was just thinking there's a bunch of rubes, a bunch of country bumpkins. Turns out no, they were hardcore going at it. So I got kind of a baptism by fire. First auction though, first one I've ever been to. I planned on going again, but that was the last one for last year, and now I'm waiting for the ones for this year. And of course, you know what happened for this year. I did win like a lot of, I think it was like 3 or 5 baseball bats, wooden ones. I wanted to start a collection of baseball bats, gloves, stuff like that too, to kind of decorate around my studio when I get it up and running. So I've added like 5 bats, a Yogi Bear bat, Willie Stargell. I already had a Mickey Mantle and a Jackie Robinson bat. And speaking about all this stuff, Jeff, up at Columbus, there's guys who sell that kind of stuff too. It's you can spend a lot of money up there if you're not careful. Berlin's a little bit different. Berlin's a lot smaller, number one. But Columbus, Sunday is the day to be there, and it's usually hopping. So we're missing out right now on some good deals, but it is what it is. Like there was this one guy that would come down from, I swear, North Jersey or New York. I can tell by his accent, right? And he always had binders worth of stuff, like full of stuff and cards, and the problem is he was over on the other side of the flea market. So by the time I got to him, I'd already spent a lot of my money. When I get to him, I learned to try to hold on to more. Um, but I mean, you could go there, and he kind of knew his prices. He wouldn't come down on certain things. Like there was a certified, like um, a leather and lumber uh, Tom Seaver, like certified from the company, not like Joe Schmo certification thing. This was legit from the card manufacturer, Tom Seaver. And if you guys all know, Tom Seaver doesn't TTM or anything like that. He doesn't sign anymore. He's got dementia. He's done basically. He's in a hospice. And they've been taking care of him for over a year now. It's been announced. So the only way to get his stuff now is to pay the price. And I would suggest to get it before he passes away, because when he passes away, we all know what happens. Psh, 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 goes through the roof. Al Kaline, right, recently passed away. And I haven't gone on, checked any Al Kaline stuff, autographs on eBay or anything like that, because I already bought mine. I sent to Al Kaline. He would sign for $10. He would sign whatever you sent him and a $10 bill, and you got it back. And you knew it was legit. You could tell. I would usually buy a certified copy, off of eBay, and then do my TTMs when they came back. I'd be able to do a side by side and do comparisons that way. So Frank Robinson was another one who passed away. Willie McCovey, when he passed away, his stuff all shot up. So my suggestion to you guys who are TTMers, and I haven't TTM'd in a while, is to do it, especially on the older guys that may not have much time left with us. Jeff, for you, it'd be a really nice, easy one. Would be oh God, what's his name? He lives over on the other side of Philly. He does TTMs. He does the card shows. Um, help me out. He played for the Philadelphia Athletics. He played for the Yankees. He played for the Philadelphia Phillies at the end of his career. Collingswood, okay, yeah, I used to go to all of them. Used to be Pennsauken used to have one. Is that the one you're talking about? The one in Pennsauken. Um, all right, hobbyists, take it easy. Yes, Ryan Sandberg does it for $5. Another good one to get, Hall of Famer, right? He's probably even easier to get when he was the Phillies manager. Probably real easy to get, but still easy to get, and gets it back in I'm sure a reasonable amount of time. I have not sent for Sandberg's yet, but like I said, I haven't done any TTM in over a year now. I should get back into it, but like I have stuff set up. I've got a Vita Blue sent to him already, and I got it back, and I got another one that I have set up and ready to send to him. Bert Blyleven wants $20, which kind of seems a little pricey to me, but especially like, all right, so Johnny Bench wants $70, and you sent to his foundation, and you'll get it back. Nolan Ryan, last I checked, was $60, and these prices are like a year old. $60, and you sent to his foundation. They put a little hologram on the back, and you're good to go. For $75, I bought one off of eBay, a Nolan Ryan, for just for peace of mind, and know that it's certified already. I don't have to worry about sending it out and get it certified. And here's the problem I had when I was real young. I used to send out TTMs all the time, basically back then you send it to the team stadium. You send it to the team, and they would forward it to the player during the season. Well, I got a lot of stuff. A third of the stuff I sent in to get certified, my autographs, over a year ago now, probably a year and a half ago, turned out to be not legit. Let's say they couldn't determine whether it was legit or not. One was a Yogi Berra on a Hall of Fame plaque postcard. One was my Ted Williams, um, like 5x7 or 4x7 lithograph, a really nice lithograph. Um, they said that they couldn't determine whether that was legitimate or not. Um, my Hank Aaron on a baseball card on one of those Kmart cards. Hank Aaron came back not legit. Um, and there was a couple other ones. I sent in like 15 cards. Well, my Sandy Koufax came back counterfeit or not legit. They didn't say counterfeit. They give you the generic description. You know, they give you it's the same. It was the same generic description for all of them. Um, the one that did come back that was legit was my Roger Maris, which I mean didn't surprise me because as a kid you thought it was legit anyway. My whole life I carried these things around with me for my whole life, 40 years and more, and you expect them. We didn't have these services back then, um, so I was happy that after getting and finding all these failures that my Roger Maris was legit, thank God. And then I went out and purchased a Mickey Mantle off of eBay, certified Mickey Mantle for like a PSA, certified mantle for like $350. But Mantle's my guy. Brooks Robinson does sign, yes. Steve Garvey signs. I'm still trying to think of the oldest living MVP. God, he's right there on the other side of Philly. Bobby Shantz. There we go. Bobby Shantz signs. He'll sign for free, but I always send him like $5 per card because the guy didn't make any money back in the day either. I mean, he's still doing card shows, and he's the promoter charges like $15 for a signature. That's the promoter. Bobby would sign for free, and you know, uh, I've heard that about him, but I've always paid him at least $5. Here's another good one. I'm a Yankee guy, so um, I focused on Yankees. I managed to get Mel Stottlemyre's about a month before he passed away. I got lucky on that one. Of course, we don't know this. You can't plan these things. And Bobby Richardson is another good signer. He'll sign for free, but if you send him a couple bucks, $5 per card, that's what I do, unless it's stated on the website I use, which is sportscollectors.net. Sometimes you guys put prices on there, what the athlete charges. So all my notifications are coming across now. There we go. Brooks Robinson. Yes, when you look at Brooks Robinson's autograph, you're like, the first thing you think is, what the heck is this? Like, that's not a signature. That's not an autograph. What is that? But it is, and it's consistently the same. It looks really a lot of loops in there, but it's always the same. So it's legit. I got a Frank Robinson in part of that auction, or no, the Frank Robinson I got when I bought this guy's collection was over 300,000 cards. I bought his entire collection. Of course, he cherry picked some of it, but I got a Frank Robinson autograph on one of those Nabisco cards, and it came in a big little plaque thing. What else did I get? Just go on the flea markets, guys. Like Facebook Marketplace is a good resource. I use that. And met people. You meet them in a public setting. You can even meet them at your local police station, in the parking lot of your police station. No safer place in the world, right? In the parking lot of the police station. No one's going to pull any funny stuff. Um, no smart person would pull any funny stuff there. But this guy Art that I deal with all the time now, I met him through Facebook Marketplace. You can go to you look for estate sales. That's another resource. Look in your local. I wouldn't say newspaper because hardly anyone gets a newspaper anymore. But on the internet, there's estate sales. Just look up estate sales in your area. Sometimes you can call them. Sometimes they're listed on Facebook Marketplace. You call them. You can ask them, "Hey, do you have any sports cards there?" And if they say no, then no. But they say yeah, or sometimes you just say, just to get you to come down. It's like, well, I'm not sure. I didn't get a chance to look at everything, but why don't you come on down? To get you out there. Then you got to go, and you might see something else you like just little nitnoidy things like this. Little nitnoidy thing like this. And this is one of those like lockers. I don't know if you guys ever had this. All right, open up. There we go. It's dirty, but and you put your cards in here. I got this off of a bulk lot that I bought. This was included with the everything there, some books and a bunch of cards and stuff like that. I bought this, came with it. So I remember when I was a kid, I had one, but it was all cardboard, and it kind of just closed up or whatever. It was just cardboard. So another neat little thingy that you can just set up, display it somewhere. Like eventually, like I said, once I get cracking on my studio, and all that stuff can be in the background somewhere, hanging on the wall, on a shelf, whatever. Even these neat boxes, like, guys, I've been in the business a long time, and I've never seen these boxes. A 900 count box. It's got all these neat little designs on it. You can enter the year and company and subject, baseball. Tops baseball, 1990, whatever. And I've seen people file these in little holders. I'm not particularly a big binder guy. Like, I got stuff in binders that I just ripped everything out of the binders and threw everything away. But with this error cards, I decided I'll put one binder together for that, and I have the other binder that I'm gonna try to see how far I can get with this Conlon stuff. This Conlon collection, which it came, again, part of this auction stuff. The first 320 cards, 330 cards were already here. This was all here. So card 1 through 330 was already there. So that's complete. And then slowly I had to start piecing together all the rest. And there's, if you guys know anything about the Conlon, there's like, well, the last card right here is card number. This isn't the last one. No, that's not the last one. Why are they? Oh, because they don't have enough pages to hold it. But they go up to, this is 1,285. But I have other cards that are higher than that, into 15, 16, 1,700 card numbers. So they just kind of went number by. They didn't start all over every year. They just kind of kept stacking them on top of each other, from card 1 all the way to whatever. I don't even know what the last one is. Now I know I watch, like you guys, I watch other people's channels, and was it Junk Wax Girl? she's doing a Conlon thing too. So like she said she really likes Conlons, so she may have some stuff. We may be able to help each other out there. I haven't contacted her yet, but I do have a big stack of cards that are already doubles that I already put somewhere. Oh, let's see. And just because some of you guys may be new here, how about I just share some of my stuff now. Back in my day, we didn't have fancy one touches. That's not gonna work. I'll move you over there. We didn't have all these fancy one touches, magnetic one touches. We had screw downs. We had the top loaders too, but we had screw downs. So let's see. Oh, this looks like a Ken Griffey selection here. So I guess we'll go through some Griffies. Pretty cool card. Here's the electric diamond version. They get a little scratched up, but any scratching and stuff like that, that's on the screw downs. These things are pretty old. But it looks like I'm in a whole bunch of Griffey Juniors. So this is the silver signature version. You know, they came in with the base and then silver and gold signatures on those cards. That's a Fleer Ultra from '93. Diamond Kings. More Diamond Kings. Silver signature. Silver signature. Stadium Club. Silver signature. Team 2000 from Score. Here's the the parallel to the base. I think the bases were red, and then the parallels were like this goldish, glittery type. Here's a Pacific Terrific. And on the back side is Darryl Strawberry. It's a '95 Fleer All-Star card. On the back is Tony Gwynn. Yeah, I want to. It's gonna be in my garage, not this room. This room is my son's, who moved out, got married and moved out. This is his bedroom, so I kind of just took it over. Here's a numbered Diamond King 5856 of 10,000. I think we already looked at one of those. Dominators, 90s Dominator, home runs. Looked at one of those already. This is an insert card. Don't know if it came in the rack packs or what these came in. It's card number 10 of 10 from Fleer. 93. Another silver signature. Slugfest. This is a separate. What card set is this? Maybe it's an insert, but they come out with little separate boxes with like 44 cards in or something like that. This is a bomb Power Brokers. Again, it's a little hard to see because these one touches were, some of them are scratched up, or screw downs are not one touches. Then Power Brokers. Here's a Fleer All-Star card from '92. There's his Donruss rookie card. Like probably half of this box is Griffey Jr. cards. Power Brokers. Pitcher Perfect. Double header. Some kind of game card, game piece card, I guess. Home Run Heroes from Pacific. And on this date, he hit home run number 56 and was 417 feet. Here's looks like something from a baseball glove, like when you buy a baseball glove, it came with a little card. It's a Rawlings symbol. Here's an opening day, maybe. Yeah, opening day. Sportflix. Only it doesn't do much of anything. Hitters Incorporated, the gold insert version. Screw downs, yeah. I got one real thick one too that I got. Not sure if my Ty Cobb's in there or my card from 1888 is in there. I got one tobacco card and I got a Ty Cobb, early Ty Cobb, one of the trifolds, but the two side cards are ripped off of it. So all I have is a centerpiece. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Looking for some cool cards because some of these cards are just flat out boring. So here's one of his minor league cards. And out of the box, I did pull a numbered autograph when I have one of those in my autograph collection. Here's his, something I didn't manage to pull out of any of the rack packs so far of the 89 Upper Decks is this one here, his rookie card. Topps 90. It's that iconic photo that everyone seems to love. Griffey robbing guys, robbing people of home runs. We looked at that one already. Sometimes you got to check these because sometimes they're promotional cards. I have promo cards too. Here you go. Here's one I bought for $30. It's a little off center, but bought it raw, $30 a couple years ago. At a card show. Here's a studio card from 96, Studio 96. Donruss Elite, Ken Griffey Jr. This is not the original thing because it looks like Hideki Arabu rookie card was in that one at one point. All right. What's in here? This is Frank Thomas stuff. I saw that one. Saw that one. Here's one. Upper Deck. This was the year they issued the cards in regional boxes, East, Central, and West. So obviously we're always looking for the ones that were Central and West because you can get the East boxes pretty easily. We saw that one already. How about this? It's a little like film card from Editor's Choice Studio, Ken Griffey Jr., 3 of 8. So this was like a Donruss Studio card or something like that. It says in the bottom, Studio. Yeah, I think it was a Studio. The mail-in ones, A, B, C, or D, where you got ones that was, A, B, C, D, whatever you pull out of the box, you sent these in, and that's the 10 card set that they would send you back. Topps would. I managed to like get them all. It was ridiculous. This one is an unusual card. It's almost like Junior's an afterthought. They want to get the ball. They want to get the ball in the shot. Guess they're checking launch angles on that one. I don't know. Doesn't say promo or anything like that. So it's just weird that it's so far away, and not even centered. But it's from Zenith, which is a Pinnacle product. And looks like we are going to run in. There's a Field of Vision, Ken Griffey Jr. And I couldn't tell you if those are the real prices on these or not, unless they. Then we got Frank Thomas stuff. And how much Frank Thomas do we have? A lot. So here you go. You can see the word winner right here. A little hard to see, but focus. There you go. It says winner right there. So that's a second print run of those die cut. Now these are Frank Thomas cards. So apparently Junior, and I know I must have like a whole box of Ken Griffey Juniors. There's Electric Diamonds of Frank Thomas. Let's put these back. And that's part of the reason why how they get scratched up. So here's Electric Diamond, one of those mantle insert set cards. So you can tell this has been in the holder for a while. It's starting to yellow up the holder. Here's a Royal Court Stadium Club, Frank Thomas. Pretty cool. Lots of shiny there. Here's a First Day. It's giving you the bird again. What's with this guy and the bird? He's putting on his little eye black stickers, but it's a First Day publication. Here's a Stadium Club. It's not a refractor or anything like that. It's Team Stadium Club. Two more. What is Manny? Manny must be in here as a filler. I got Manny in here. Don't know what's going on. Maybe obviously I have another box of Frank Thomas. Here's one. This is like a wood card. It's kind of weird. But if you take it out of here, like I have some that are not like in screw downs or anything like that, and they start to curl up on you. So thank goodness I was smart enough back in the day to just keep this and put it in a screw down, recognize it for its kind of value. These all came and they were numbered. What's the number on this one? 5634 of 7,000. All this put back. It's in the back here. Oh, so then it segues into the few football that I have. So here's Tom Brady's predecessor. Before Brady stabbed him with an ice pick and had him come out of the game, and Brady doesn't give up his spot to nobody. He got Garoppolo traded off. This is second year or first year USFL. Jim Kelly. I had the whole set, but back in the day I was in the Air Force. I needed money, so I broke up the set and I sold the Sold some cards out of that set. Maybe the Herschel Walker, the Reggie White. This is a second year Montana. Yeah. That's what came back. No, my Montana came back. I sent one football. It was a Montana. He signed it on the back, I think. No, signed it on the front. Came back legit. Cal Ripken Jr. was another card I sent. They were signed on the. Had two of them, second year Ripkins. He signed on the back. That the one came back as. I only sent one and came back as counterfeit or not sure if it's legit or whatever kind of thing. So that's some of my football. I'm sure I have more now since I'm digging into this side. Yeah. Oh, got a delivery coming. So here's a one of those collector's edge cards, plastic cards of Montana when he was playing with Kansas City. Here's a O.J. Simpson, but it's kind of off center. O.J. rookie. Terry Bradshaw. I don't know if that's a rookie or yeah, it is. Bradshaw rookie. Another O.J. Simpson. And I do have football. I did collect all the sports back in the day. Just not anymore. Ronnie Lott. I believe that's his rookie. No, it's not. Alan Page. 75 baseball had this kind of design. This is a 71 football had that design. LT rookie, I believe. Bruce Smith. I think that's his rookie card. Don't have many Mannings, but there's a Peyton Manning from Clear Metal. He was my guy. This was my guy when I was a kid growing up. Joe Namath. Namath was my guy. Now on some of these cards, the error on these, the name would be like red or something like that, not black. So you have to do a side by side and see, oh, Namath is black, and I got this Namath that's red. Well, it's supposed to be black. Not all of them, but I think if you're Warren Moon, I think that's a rookie. No, yeah, rookie NFL, but he played with Edmonton for a long time. Boomer Esiason. George Belanda, a little beat up, but man, he played a long time. 1 year he didn't play there in the middle of his career, 1959, the year I was born. You have Johnny Unitas, another Hall of Fame quarterback from Pennsylvania. There's Unitas with his flat top, pretty cool. I met his nephew one day. His nephew was a fighter pilot in the Air Force a long time ago, and he came in, he hopped out, and we have our name tags on our uniforms. And I said, Unitas. I said, are you any relation to Johnny Unitas, the quarterback? He goes, yeah, that's my uncle. I'm like, that is so cool. And that was the end of that conversation because it was Las Vegas, and I think he was in a hurry to go downtown and spend some money. Steve Largent, I think that's a rookie. Second year Largent. Another OJ. Gale Sayers. Another Bradshaw. So I just checked the chat, see what's going on. What I wasn't even looking at the chat. Here's, I just put this in here because it's a neat plastic card. It's in the shape of an arrow. All right, it's hard to see, but you can see the point of the arrow pointing towards my palm. It's a Jake Plummer. Not a great quarterback, but I just thought it was a neat card. Just a neat card. O.J. McDuffie. Mark Brunell. Is that his rookie card? Yes. Another Brunell. That was when he was fairly good, I guess. Ray Nitsky. For those of you who don't know who Ray Nitsky is, if you ever saw the movie The Longest Yard, and that front toothless guy who was number 66 for the guards, who said, I forget what he said, but he wanted to, they let him in, they let him rush Burt Reynolds, and Burt threw the ball right in his man junk and took him down. That's Ray Nitsky played that part in that movie, the original Longest Yard. Here's Dick Butkus. That's the back of those cards, by the way. It says Dick loves to throw the quarterback for a loss, and he's chucking the guy. Nowadays, you get suspended for that. This is the back of these cards here for like 68 or whatever year they are. And you're supposed to take a coin and you rub over this area, and it exposes the answer to the trivia question. Another Dick Butkus. How about a Rosie Greer? Some guys may not know him. Anthony Munoz, Hall of Famer. Roger the Dodger Staubach. Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach. Joe Montana. Now, I have found cards, not a Montana card, but other cards that had blank backs on this year. So if you have any, check them out. Look for blank backs. Fran Tarkington. These were inserts in the packs. Fran Tarkington. Another Roger. Another Richard Butkus. Marcus Allens. Lawrence Taylor in action. That goes with that other card. This is written on the thing. Someone put a mark on there for some reason. But look how brown discolored that holder is. That's an old holder. Card's been in there a long time. Here's another LT. Fred Dryer. This is 1970 or 71 tops. Ahmad Rashad. Roger Staubach again. Roger again. If there's any of you guys are Cowboy fans. It's way off center. Phil Simms rookie. Phil Simms rookie. Phil Simms rookie. Phil Simms rookie. So apparently I got 4 of them. I don't think they're worth much nowadays. If I was going to sell them, I should have unloaded them back in the day. Lawrence Taylor again. More LTs. Another Bruce Smith. Another Fran Tarkenton. Ed Too Tall Jones. Randy White. And I wasn't a Cowboy fan. I was a Jets fan back in the day. But, I mean, Cowboys had great teams. They seemed to be like always going to the Super Bowl. O.J. Simpson, all-time single season rushing leader when he rushed for 2,003 yards. O.J. and Sweetness, Walter Payton. Another LT in action. Another Unitas. Another Jim Kelly. There's a Brett Favre action packed. Brett Favre. Art Monk rookie card. Yes. Reggie White. Don't know if that's his rookie card or not. I know they talk about his USFL card as being his rookie card, but this is a Joe Montana kind of hologram thing. Collector's edition, whatever. Montana. Peyton Manning and Franco Harris with the Immaculate Reception. My son went out and picked up the package that was delivered. How about basketball? You guys like basketball? I have some basketball. I said I did collect all the sports back in the day. Dr. J, rookie. Dr. J, rookie. Wilt Chamberlain, not his rookie, obviously. He also played with the Harlem Globetrotters before turning professional. Bill Bradley is a senator, or was a senator in New York. Little off cut there for Walt Frazier. Oscar Robinson, not his rookie. My neighbor's cutting up shit with a sawzall, and it sounds like the blade's dull. Pat Riley, you know him as more as the player, as the coach of the Lakers. Jerry West, who is they used his silhouette as the emblem for the NBA, right? How about some Pistol Pete Maravich? Have you guys ever heard of him? Second year Pete. Some Alonzo Mourning. And I guess right now, Michael Jordan cards are like going through the roof. Another Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning. Topps Black Gold. John Havlicek's. See the back of those. Phil Jackson, you know him more as the coach of the Bulls, right? And I think maybe he went over to the Lakers later on. I'm not sure. Another Havlicek. Dan Issel. He was a good shooter, I guess. He was a good point scorer. He was among the league leaders. Artis Gilmore. He was just one of those 7-footers, 7'2". So he was just a big guy in the league back then. There were only a couple. Rick Barry, whose son came along and played professionally in basketball too. Here's some Dr. J in action. So they had a base card, and then they had this in action cards for certain players. So, I mean, the guy's rookie year, and he's getting an in action card. Some more Alonzo. Here's a Stadium Club Shaq. Here's Alonzo again. Here's a Shaq O'Neal. The center stage skybox. Who's this? Dirk Nowitzki. How about another morning? Hakeem Olajuwon on some off-brand card. Glenn Robinson and Jason Kidd. I actually won this set. It was a redemption card that I got, and I sent it in, and they sent me back the complete set. Chris Webber. They're not all here. They're throughout in boxes. But Chris Webber was the #1 draft pick, and it basically got all the draft picks for that year, 13 or whatever it was. There's another Wilt Chamberlain when he played for the Conquistadors. You guys probably never even heard of that team. Another Bradley and Jackson, and another Pete Maravich. Looks like it's Maravich's rookie card, which is nice. 70-71 season. So that makes it 72 basketball card. Earl Monroe, Dave DeBuscher, Jerry Lucas, Dave Cowens, Rudy Tomjanovich, more famous now for getting his face smashed in by, I forget who it was, but someone smashed his face in when he was running down the court to break up a fight, and this guy thought he was coming to join in on the fight, and he just hauled off and punched him and almost killed him. Havlicek, Rick Barry, Bill Bradley again. Then we got some more Shaquille O'Neal, Alonzo Mourning. Here's some more of those draft picks. Rodney Rogers and Lindsey Hunter. More draft picks. Vin Baker, Bobby Hurley, Colbert Cheney, Isaiah Ryder, Jamal Mashburn, and Allen Houston. So maybe it was like 11 cards plus the header was 12 maybe. Bradley Cowens, Rick Barry All-Star card, first team ABA, the American Basketball Association, not the NBA. They had two basketball leagues back then. Bob Lanier was another kind of big guy. He was more famous for having like a size 14 or 16 shoe. But that's his rookie card from Bob Lanier. Rick Barry, your scoring leaders with Dr. J, another Dan Issel, Tiny Nate Archibald, Moore Morning, another Shaq, a Fleer 93-94 Shaq. Here's another Shaq Future Force card. Looks like it's maybe sponsored by McDonald's. It's got the upper deck logos and a McDonald's arches. So I'm thinking that's a McDonald's card. P43. Here's the playoff championship game number 1 with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was known back then as Lou Alcindor, scored 31 points. Some newer stuff, Mark Price, Dennis Rodman, don't know if that's his rookie, second year card Rodman. Rick Barry, Jerry West All-Star card, another Morning 92 draft picks. And getting to the end here real quick, another Alonzo Mourning. Here's a Stadium Club Shaquille O'Neal. Here's a Classic 4 Sport Shaquille O'Neal. Classic 92 Topps draft pick. Shaq. Alonzo Mourning. Another Shaq. Another Shaq. Another Shaq. Shaq. 92 draft pick. Shaq. There's Kareem. Nice looking. Look at the mutton chops he got on there. Big sideburns. Here's a Wilt Chamberlain second team All-Stars. Here's Chamberlain and Alcindor. By the way, that's them there too. That's Lou Alcindor and Chamberlain going at it under the basket. Another Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Morning O'Neal. Hey, here's a Michael Jordan Fleer All-Star sticker with a Michael Jordan card stuffed in the back side. Okay. Michael Jordan with a Michael Jordan NBA Hoops Supreme Court 92-93. Here's a Michael Jordan just jamming the ball 90 Fleer. And a Michael Jordan Upper Deck hologram. And this is, someone put tape over this thing. Top blower. And I have more Jordans. I actually have more Jordan baseball than I do Jordan basketball, but that's all right. I had stopped collecting well by then. But yeah, I don't know, close to 2 million baseball cards and I don't know, a couple 100,000 or basketball, football, and hockey cards. But the bulk of my collection is baseball. Kareem's first year, no. Kareem's first year was, I want to say late 60s, early 70s. I'd have to look that up. But no, I don't have a Kareem rookie. Kareem's rookie might be one of those tall boys. I have a tall boy of Kareem. That's in a different box. And I bought them Trying to think if I picked them up when I was in South Carolina last year, or because I was down there and I went to an antique. We were, just driving around, my wife and I decided, while we're driving around, let's check out antique stores and just see what they got. And of course, my ulterior motive was to find cards. And they had a shoebox in this one's antique store out near Aiken, South Carolina. And so I asked the lady about it, and she gave me a price, and the price was pretty high. And I'm like, well, that's kind of high. She goes, well, it's not mine. It's like on consignment. I said, oh, okay. Well, she goes, I can call him if you want, the guy who has it on consignment. I said, yeah, could you do that? And I'd see if he'd come down. I was going to try to get him down like $100. And I was talking to the guy on the phone, and he said, well, I got more cards I'll bring down. He brought down a second shoebox of cards. And then we haggled over price. He wanted like $200 for the one shoebox. I didn't think it was worth it. It was old cards in there, from the 70s and stuff, some 60s maybe. Nothing out of the 70s, I want to say. And the other shoebox was the same thing, except it had some of the basketball and all that stuff in it. And all of a sudden, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go up. I'll come up. And I said, how much for both boxes? He said like $350. I said, listen, I'll give you $300, and that's my final offer. So he took it, and I was happy I got it. So, and I posted videos of that a while ago on my channel about the stuff I picked up in South Carolina. I did some flea markets down there, but down there, in the South, NASCAR racing. So if you got wrestling cards or racing, that's what they're into. And football, baseball, at least in the Mid-Atlantic area where I was at in South Carolina, there was nothing. I went to flea markets. There were some guys selling stuff there. I bought a bunch of like 50-cent, $1 autograph cards. And that was it. And some guys just wanted ridiculous prices. I did find a couple of card shops that were one I had to drive. I drove all the way to Georgia, just over the border into Georgia, to get to this card shop. And it was mostly comic books and stuff. So made it. I'm like, when I drove all the way down there, I bought a box of cards off of him, like a $30 box of cards. And then found a couple other ones, and this one guy had these 5,000 count boxes just sitting there. And I'm like, well, I started looking through them, and he had 25-cent marked on some of the cards. I'm like, well, how much for this? Like, how much for like this whole box? He goes, I don't know, $20. I'm like, nah, that's too much. It's too much. It's $20 for 5,000 cards. And he goes, well, what do you think it's worth? And I kind of told him. I said, well, listen, I'll buy them all off you. And I think I paid him like $50 for 4 or 5 boxes. I paid a lot, but I wanted to come home with something. I ended up coming home with actually a lot of baseball cards, more than I had expected I would. I mean, I was expecting to find stuff at flea markets, which I didn't do, but still came home with like 30,000 cards. Okay. And that's about it, guys. Yes, you probably did. I posted them a while ago. Yeah, I was on vacation. I went down there to meet. Vacation was already planned to meet. Matter of fact, our vacation got pushed back because my sister-in-law had to end up working like a week longer than what she wanted to. So, but I went down there to basically kind of get an interview with this guy, Bobby Richardson, and he was on vacation. He goes to the shore 3 months out of the year, so I missed out on that. But I corresponded with him, and I got a bunch of stuff from him. And I showed this the other day on my thing. I bought this for $10. He mailed it to me, paid for the shipping. He signed it for me, which is really cool. He'll sign. Bobby Richardson will sign anything, and he's not going to charge you anything. But again, I paid him like $5 per card, you know, because those guys didn't make money back then, and you know, so they had to get jobs after their playing days. Like nowadays, a lot of these guys they're done, they're retired, and they just enjoy their benefits from being in the MLB Players Association. Their pensions, I think, after 5 years, they're vested, right, with the pension. So with the union, so they get a even a I don't know what a small pension is. I don't know, but the guys back then, they didn't have all that. They didn't have a MLB Players Association that, fought for their rights and all that good stuff. And back then, you signed with the team. You were with that team for your whole life. It wasn't until the mid '70s where guys were finally getting free agency came into existence, and guys started really making money. That 4-tier box is a PSA subscription. Mm, don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, I do have I did. I don't know if it's expired. I think he keep sending me the books all the time in the mail. Their little um, catalog from PSA. And I think that's going to be it, guys. I mean, I'm going to go back to sorting cards, but I don't want to bore you guys with. Oh, this box here, Alex. No, these are just like old school screw downs, and these are the newer ones. Before the other ones were you had 4 screws or 2 screws, you know. Then they graduated to this where you just slide it in, you slot it. There's little slots here. You pop the card in there. You put 2 little tabs. You just pop it in, slip it up, screw it down. You still have to watch. If you tighten up too much, you crack it and all that good stuff. Now this is just screw downs. I have other ones that come in all different sizes. They're real thick, like that thick, more like paperweights. But and then they're just top loaders here. This is just one of the boxes. I got all these in. And it gets heavy. I used to have it in a big briefcase, padded briefcase, but it got to be too many. Now where's my lid for this? Here it is. See, cards in hard plastic holders. Didn't go through any of the old hockey. Let's put this off to the side. It's a heavy box, all that plastic in there. This might be my Nolan Ryan stuff. Oh, there is some hockey in here. Alexei Zamenov. I don't know. And Teemu Selanne on the back. He's a Hall of Famer, right? Selanne. I'm not sure about this other guy. Finest Premier, Dale Havlicek. You would know more about these hockey guys. This is a Donruss Elite card of Alexei Zamenhof or whatever, that same guy on that Other card. Oh, it's numbered 9,954 of 10,000. Brian Trottier. Scoring leaders. Points season for a rookie. So must have been a rookie card. He was a scoring leader. Or rookie scoring leader. And who's this guy? Pavel Bure. Nolan Ryan's rookie card. Have two of these. I don't know where the other one is. Neither one's been graded. These are all Nolan Ryan's. So this might be a good place for me to look for that Ryan errors. Because if I have it, it's going to be in here. I'm just going to skim through them real quick because I kind of know what I'm looking for. You're going to see they're going to be a lot of the same cards over and over. There he is with Bugs Bunny. I gotta turn the chat so I can read it. I am. I'm having a great Sunday. Thanks for checking in. Sandy Koufax. I have one or two Koufax cards from the 60s. That's about it. It's a tough one, Koufax. Not signed, unfortunately. So when we talk about promo cards and stuff like that, I have the Ryan promo card now that I saw that one there. But that won't go in the binder. That'll probably just stay in the top loader. But I'll show you side by side. Like I was picking the promos up. Like every time I see them, I would pick them up. Same way with O-Pee-Chees, stuff like that. That's. And why is there two cards? See, one of these is a promo, I thought, but it doesn't say promo on it. So this is an insert 25 of 26 card set. But I still think this is a promo. They gave the dealers, because here's the base card from this set. This is one they gave to like card shops to kind of decide whether they wanted to buy the product. I think that one is the promo. It just doesn't say promo on it. I guess I'm thinking of something else. Put that up there for you guys. Google that. All right. So that's those. These are just the little stickers. Charter member, Stadium Club. Here's a Kellogg's 3D one from the cereal. Members only. Tuxedo. There's a newer one. What's Piazza doing in here? Because I got Piazza in here with them too. All right, those are Piazzas. The Piazza. There's two different Ryans from that year too. is a gold winner. There's the non-gold winner. Gold winner, gold winner. Members only. Salute to Ryan from Dunruss. Ryan hologram. Ryan hologram. Chrome Ryan. It matches that card. All right, so this is Nolan Ryan. 659. Set it out. These are all the same as the other one. Some kind of gold stamp on that one. Here we go. So this is the stripe. Where's the non-stripe? That's the second one for that year. So that's why I was thinking there's two cards, because there is. One's the no-hit king, one's the base. I think there's a promo for this one out here too somewhere. There it is. That's the promo. Pre-production sample design and photos selection subject to change. Oops. There you go. So that's the promo. Then there's another one for that. I may have already saw it, and now who knows. There's the one without the stripe. Stripe and no stripe. There's the football Ryan. So in my book, I have I was gonna put in the book. There's Nolan Ryan, Ryan with the stripe and Ryan without the stripe. Backs are the same. It's for Ryan's 6th no-hitter. Just that for some reason, one says 300 wins instead of no-hitters. So that's that. I knew there was, like, when I talked about it in one of my other videos, someone said they weren't sure if they ever corrected. I'm like, yeah, they did. I know they did. And Pacific put out a couple 100-card set of Nolan Ryan, the Express. This is only a couple of them. Upper Deck did these. Like National. Oh, well, here's the National was on 7/6 of 91. So maybe that was the National, the card show. Coming this fall, Comic Ball 2. So they made two series of this. I got the first series. Let's see, here's some older Ryans, a 72 Ryan. That's the year I really started collecting the first time. That's kind of my favorite design of all times, the 72. There they are, Nolan Ryan. We're number one, Miracle Mets. And I have more Ryan somewhere. They're not here in this particular box. But I knew there was an error and a corrected version for that. I got a lot of I think the red stripe is the error. And I know that this one is a promo. It just doesn't say it's not stamped. And that's a promo. We're going to leave it there. I'm going to put these two in the binder. Actually, just this one because I already have one over there. And for some reason, I only have one of these sitting in here now, but I'll figure that out. Who's over here? Just oddball cards. Looks like it. Oddball stuff. And some older cards. So let's see. No, oddball. Everything you can think of. Yeah, this is definitely oddball. Here's older stuff. Some of my Desert Shield cards. I think the best one I have of these is like an Eddie Murray card. Desert Shields. You know what I gotta look for? I gotta look for that Keith Comstock card that has him getting hit in the jewels with the baseball. I have it, but I think it's on a minor league set that I picked up when I was living out in Las Vegas. And I don't know where it's at. It's in one of these hundreds of boxes. This is just Yankees. First day production. First day production. First day issues. First day issues. I still get them from time to time in these boxes, the first day issue cards. Down there. This is an artist proof, and this is a gold foil, 23 karat gold or something like that. And here's some stuff I picked up at the flea market. Little books. They got some wear on them. But it's like cartoons or whatever, comics inside, you read it. Anyway, got them for a couple bucks at the flea market. And that's about it, guys. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I was doing that unless someone was, I don't know. Someone might have been trying to hack my system. Yeah, they're from the. I would say they're from the '60s. Those comic book things. Let's check the date on them. I mean, just looking at the players' names, they're from the '60s. It doesn't say. It's just got 4-405-10-01-0. No dates. Tops TCG, Tops Card and Gum, printed in USA. That's all it says. So we have to Google them up. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna shut her down here. We've been on it for a little while now. Um, appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm gonna get back to sorting. Um, by the way, Alex, I saw your video and I kind of did my box opening. I saw what you opened up, so I went out and picked me up a box today of the opening day, 2020 opening day. Thanks. Yeah, what truth? Yeah, it is. It's. I have two of them. I got. Now the story behind these is, I babysat my niece. God, I was only like 12 or 13, and my aunt and her boyfriend needed a babysitter, so they came and got me and asked me to babysit. We lived in the same apartment buildings, and I babysat her for like all night. They came home like, oh, dark 30, and instead of paying me in money, because they knew I'd collected baseball cards, her boyfriend brought a shoebox of baseball cards from the 60s. And in that box was two of these. I didn't know it at the time. You didn't know. This was, God, it was 70, early 70s, 71, 72. So that's how I got those. Yeah. Yeah. The stories that some of these cards can tell, if they could tell the story, you know, that's what makes this kind of a fun, unique hobby is some of the stories that are associated with our hobby, with our passion for the hobby, and how we acquired our stuff. Because obviously, I'm older than like you guys, so I got an earlier start on it, you know, and it's just luck. Uh, so along with that, is chances are I'll be gone before you guys are gone. You'll still be collecting cards after I'm gone. Um, so I'm 60 years old. I'll be 61 in about 4 months. I'll hit 61. So you know, as I said, I can remember in 1972 just going all out buying the baseball cards, and in 1972 that set was a excuse me, water went down the wrong way. That the 72 Topps set was issued in 7 individual series of 132 cards per series. So, and the history, I've talked about this probably in all my videos and live streams, is the history between like Topps, and that the longer the runs went into the season, they had to start tooling up for basketball, football, um, so they had to change all the plates out and all that good stuff. So they didn't print as many of the high numbers, which people still talk about today. High numbers. Yes, I opened up some opening day. I got a Vladdy Juniors, one of those 60 psychedelic type cards, and a Kevin Biggio. I got some nice cards out of it, not bad. So you will have to tell me how it turned out, what you think. Nolan Ryan was your favorite? Got stolen. That stinks. I had the same thing happen. Well, not to me, to my brother. The kid stole all his cards, and he went and got them back. Just told his mom on him. His mom paddled his butt, and we were able to get most of them back. All right. Well, thanks. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. And you guys, don't forget to go check out um, Houston's channel there, MGS Houston, and make sure we sub him up and help him grow his channel in case he's doing the same thing we're doing, cards, and or he may want to do it in the future, and then that way he'll have you know subscriptions sitting there waiting on his channel, ready to go, encouraging him to share, like we do, our love and joy of the hobby and stuff. I just found out yesterday that Jeff Airtime lives like 5 minutes from me. So when all this is over, I plan on getting together with Jeff. And all right, Alex, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Plan on getting with Jeff, maybe hopefully later this summer if things are good, and heading up to hit up some flea markets and stuff like that. Show him how I go about picking up cards and where I go, so that he can do the same thing. Help him grow his collection. Well, Nolan Ryan, you can get his autograph through his foundation, but again, then this information is like a year old or more. He used to charge $60, and you would send to his foundation. He would sign whatever you sent him. You got a signed book? Yeah, I just showed mine. I only have one signed book, and never really worried about it too much. But Bobby Richardson offered me this book through our correspondences over the last summer, and so Impact player Bobby Richardson, and he signed it. Pretty cool. He's got a beautiful signature, like amazing. The guy, like he's like closing in on 90, I think, and just gotta stay. Most guys that age, they got the old Parkinson thing going and all shaky. Another good TTMer would be Bobby Shantz, guys. Bobby Shantz is he's the oldest living MVP, Bobby Shantz, and he lives fairly close to me. He lives really close to my work, where I work. Don't want that. What happened there? Here you go. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna. We're over 2 hours now into this, and it's just gonna be a quick video, and my videos never. Oh yeah, you turned around and signed it. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Well, Nolan Ryan signs through his foundation. Just $60 and send him something. He'll sign it. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna shut her down here. My stomach's been growling for a while. It's trying to tell me something. It is. Oh my God! It's 5:41 here on the East Coast. No wonder my stomach's growling at me. I gotta go see what the wife is making for dinner. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, give the old thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription little tab, and don't forget to click on that notification bell so you know when I post my next video. And don't forget to help each other grow our channels, and support everyone. Don't just hit the sub button and never go back. To get the algorithms, the YouTube algorithms, to grab a hold and hold, is you got to go back to that channel, watch a video, give it the old thumbs up. Comments are important too. It helps the creator know um, what he's doing is what you guys want to see, or you want to see something else. Make sure you comment on that, and the algorithms pick all that up, and boom, and our channels, we can continue to grow and not stagnate. Like right now, during these times, I've talked to several YouTubers, and they seem to agree with me that everything is stagnated. Like people have my subscriptions have like yesterday I was up to 742, and today I'm back down to 736 or 737. You know, I mean, I gained 5 or gained 7, lost 6. So I don't know what's going on. I tend to think it's YouTube. They're messing with me. I don't know, because I use the C word a lot in some of my videos, and I taunt them because I think it's ridiculous that they penalize people for saying coronavirus when that's what it's called. COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. But if you're monetized, and I'm not, so I don't have to worry about them taking away my ad revenue. That's what they do to people. They snatch up their ad revenue, and which isn't right. It's like Big Brother, looking over your shoulder all the time. But anyway, that's me, and that's my opinion, and it is what it is. Trying not to get too opinionated. Trying to stay neutral on a lot of subjects, and just talk about baseball cards, because that's what it's about. It's not about politics. It's not about anything other than sharing the cards with everyone and enjoying everyone's channels and their content. That's what it's all about. So again, thanks guys for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Every time you guys come in and check me out, I appreciate it. And just help each other grow the channel. And like some of you guys say, love what you do, love what you collect, love the hobby, all those cliches, and stay safe. That's another key thing, guys. Stay safe. I had to go outside today. Thank goodness my cheap mask showed up in the mail with the filters. So I did. Here, I'll show this to you. My mask is in the car, but these are the filters. These are the N95 filters that I ordered, but they are just, I can't get it out without wrecking the package. But PM 2.5, it says, I don't know if you can see that. Let me hold it up here. PM 2.5. I don't know what side faces, you're away from you or whatnot, because there's no directions. You just came with this little skew tag here, and I'm a little upset with them. The mask is really, it's cheap foam. I'm afraid I'll tear it just trying to put it on. Not what I thought it was going to be. But you can't go out. You can't go to a store nowadays, at least in New Jersey. It's against kind of a new rule that stores are allowed to keep you out if you're not covering your mouth and nose. So I had to do that because I had to get some first aid supplies for my wife's foot because she tore her toenail off. And the ulterior motive was to pick up some more cards. So I'll have these for opening up in future videos, and I still haven't opened that one up. For those of you that like the new stuff, personally, I have tons of older stuff. I actually ripped 2 of these earlier on the channel. 90 Bowman. We did not get the Frank Thomas rookie card. I mean, I got tons of stuff, and I'd rather do it live for you guys than make a video. I got literally, I got another whole case of these rack packs, 87 rack packs, looking for Barry Bonds. And that one, haven't opened any of those in a while, so maybe I'm due. I still have 3 boxes of the 91's low number series. Um, pulled some Chipper Jones out of those. However, the Bagwell rookie is the high number, but I think the Chipper is the better of the two. So I bought 5 boxes of that. 5 or 6 boxes for 80 bucks a couple weeks ago. I still have these. I can go through these, open these. I've opened up 1 pack of these so far. These are, what, 86 Dunruss wax packs. I actually have a lot of stuff. 88 Tops. I got 2 boxes of Yak stuff yet. Here's the other one. I got several boxes of his 91 Fleer Ultra. I got a lot of stuff I can actually be doing, I guess, if I ever get bored to that point. Still have some 99 Bowman. Oh, you know what I got? Maybe I'll set this up for my next video or live. So when I bought those boxes of 91 Upper Deck, the guy who sold it to me also included, like, for free, I'm still picking them up here, because he did come in a box. It came as padding and stuff for the boxes that I bought off of him. But maybe this will be my next one. I got like 23 of these, but like, I guess he couldn't sell them because they're all miswrapped from the factory. These weren't like opened up and rewrapped. You can't open these up and save these. If you guys try to open these up, they just rip and they splinter, and they just, so apparently maybe he felt he couldn't sell these Stadium Clubs because all of them are 91 Series 2. They're all miswrapped in some way or another. All of them. There's like almost a box of them here. So maybe I'll just do a video on that, or I'll do that, open those up live on my next one. I got to keep them where I can see them. It's out of sight, out of mind. I'll forget about them again. I got tons of stuff I can do, guys, so not a big deal. All right, that's going to be it, though, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. This is Boomslang signing out, saying peace. All right. Thank you, everyone. And have a good night. When I get down here, Houston, I'll look you up and see what I can try to find you. One other guy was on someone else's chat. I couldn't find him. But anyway, guys, thanks again, and I will catch you in the next one. Good night. Might as well wait that. Make it the quarter after. So we got 20 seconds yet. We got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.